I ran myself through the ground this week. Early, too. Like, when you push yourself and your body is like, all right, okay, all right. That's the type of week I had. But it was good. It was like a really, really, really good week. The thing that I'm sitting with this week is that, like, um, I can't do this work alone, and that's very exciting to me because it forces me to ask, okay, so then what's possible? What's possible? Where can I ask for help? What kind of help do I need? And if I don't know the type of help that I need, that's okay too, because I don't really know. I think I just need somebody to hold my hand and give me a hug, please, because the dream is heavy, heavy as a head. I said that to somebody this week. Who did I say that to? Oh, wait. Yeah, somebody who's like director of something somewhere. And I was like, dang, heavy as a head. Also, me too, heavy as a head. So yeah, the thing that I'm sitting with this week is like, I can't do this work alone. I need help. How do I need help? What do I need help with? How does it show up? And so I'm just like gathering notes. I'm gathering my thoughts, around like, what would it look like to ask for help? There are people that are like, yeah, we want to join in on this with you. We want to support you. We want to help you. But I'm like, I don't really know how to kind of like make the best use of the help and make sure that it's also mutually beneficial. Like, I'm not the type of person that's like, drop everything you do it and follow me. That's not me. But I'm like, okay, so if we're gonna do this together, if you're gonna support me, if you're gonna help me, if you're gonna build with me, or if you're gonna spend your time here, how can it be beneficial for you? How can you get something out of it? And I think that mindset is what has made me great with partnership building and relationship building and long-term relationship building. I'm a long-term relationship building expert because I'm not like, what you do this to me, it's like, no, this is what I want to be mindful also what you need out of it as well. And that's worked for me in the past. We're looking for sponsors for events, looking for people to support my work, and so yeah, earlier this week, like on Monday night, I had a 4-hour strategy session with a friend talking about how she can help me carry the heavy, 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 heavy crown that is This Is Your Archive. It was such a good conversation. It was so good. When I tell you it was so good, like, I just, for the longest time, I've been craving conversations where I can just have the audacity to just say whatever I want. Say, what I wish for, what I'm hoping for. I think a lot of times there are so many people that hold themselves back and are afraid to even say, I want this to be like this. I have a vision for this. Like, this is where I think it should go. This is where I think it has the capacity to go, even if I don't know what I'm doing. Even if every day I'm figuring out one step at a time. But just to be able to say, I would love for it. This is my dream. Like, we shared our biggest dreams, our biggest aspirations. And it was such a safe space to hold and be held. Hello, somebody. So that was really, really, really good. It was like a 4-hour strategy session. We was drained by the end. And then I also I applied for one grant 2 days before it was due, in typical Lynn fashion. No, that was rough. I was up from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. applying for that grant. It was horrible. The application process was trash. They asked the same question 15 times, and I'm like, I answered you the first time you asked, but okay, I'm gonna say it again. It's a community project, it's free and open to the, and this is who we're partnering with, and we're just trying to let the people make some art. And I had to say that 15 different times. I thought I was gonna lose my mind. And then there was a second grant that I was applying for. That was, oh my gosh, I was looking forward to it so much. Because, like, this is crazy because I'm just like, I'm figuring out what this thing is. And I'm like, oh yeah, like, I just, we people make art and we do stuff and we put the art on the wall. And, you know, through sitting and strategizing and just thinking, I was like, wait, there's so much research that can come out of doing this project, of what it means for people to show up in community, belonging, art making, engaging families and engaging neighborhoods. Like there is a research portion of this that could really be dope, dare I say. And so I was gonna pitch for this grant, but oh my gosh. So I do my portion and didn't read the fine line. I needed a fiscal sponsor because you can't apply as an individual. And so, but truly, I found out about this grant like 2 days before it was due. And so I reached out to a friend who has a nonprofit. And she's like, girl, if only you had given me more time, my board meets next week. So I'm just like, girl, that's a lot of money down the drain. A lot of money down the drain. But again, like my favorite thing about this process is that whether or not I get a grant, whether or not I get a residency, whether or not I get the thing that I'm pitching, I now have words. You know what I mean? Like I now have the ability to express myself better. I'm able to speak about that project clearer. I'm able to, or find out new opportunities, new things that I could do. I'm like, oh shoot, that is possible. Because as I'm sitting and I'm going through this application, I'm like, okay, I could do this, I could do that. Like this is your chance again to have the audacity to be like, you know what? If I had this budget, if I had this funding, if I had the opportunity to do research, these are the things I would research. These would be my research questions. This is what I would look into. This is what I would measure. This is the impact I would love to have. And so like you don't get it, but like now you have this clarity. And again, I'm just like, oh yeah, we're just making art, we just kikiing, but now I could do a whole entire research project inspired by or for through this is your archive that could fuel so much of everything else of my work. And now my brain is collapsing on itself, and so I'm gonna stop talking. But yeah, I say all that to say that this was like it was a heavy planning, strategizing, and dreaming big, and having the audacity to dream big, just say the crazy thing out loud type of week. And that felt very good. That's what I want to say. I'm very proud of myself, and I'm proud of the energy that I'm pouring into this. This is a labor of love. This is a labor of so much love, of so much care, of so much audacity, of faith, because God is saying go, and I'm like, okay. And so, yeah, everything about this is very intentional, and the energy that I pour into it is very intentional. And so I hope that it's felt through our activations, through the ways that we show up in community, through the partnerships that I build, through every little thing. I think about every little detail. I pray over every little detail. And I feel really, really, really good about that. I do. So I didn't apply for the second grant, but a research center opening in 2030. I like the sound of that. Okay, bye.